You may think these toons are bad because people barely use them, right? Well, you're not wrong, but you're also not right. Each toon can be used for a different playstyle, including these following toons. Let me explain how. Cole is probably the most underrated toon in the fandom and in-game. She is often seen as a Pebble ripoff due to her ability, stats, and design. But she also received a lot of hate because her stats are the same as Flutter's. She's absolutely huge in-game, that's why she is horrible at distracting. People also say that her ability is just a copy of Pebble's passive, but Cole's ability is what I'd like to talk about. People also don't like to play as her because she's just ugly. Sorry Cole fans, but that isn't really a valid reason to not play as her. You might say, then why are you trying to revive her? She's a bad toon. I have a reason why more people should play as her. Cole's ability is like these scan but for items, and everyone can see the scan and light. Pebble's ability where he can only see items for himself. Cole's ability is a great way for everyone to see good items on the floor without having to search the map, because Pebble is a bit selfish sometimes and often forgets about the ability because they are too focused on distracting. Pebble's ability can only see items that are closest to him, but Cole can highlight items from all around the map. That is why the cooldown is so long. The community had made up something for Sprout and Pebble players called Tape Dog, where Pebble leads Sprout to tapes, but if this was Cole, she can highlight items for him without having to lead Sprout to the tapes. Although this isn't ideal because of the cooldown, it could still work out well. This could also work for Cosmo and Ginger to highlight heals for them. She could also work as a backup distractor. No explanation needed. In conclusion, Cole could work as a support to highlight items for the entire team. The second Christmas toon on this list is Babette. I know what you're thinking, but Babette is the worst main toon. Why are you trying to revive her? You're not wrong, but she does have some potential. Babette is a survivalist, one of the worst and underrated roles in the game. That is why Babette is the worst main toon. Her passive ability is also useless, and even items are better than her ability, which is really sad. And her stealth is bad, so she can't give stamina easily to distractors, and her active gets in the way of distractors, and the Twisteds could just walk up to her box and then she'll get hit. But the thing about Babette, she is a decent extractor similar to Tisha, because they both have 4-star skill check and 2 extraction, which balances that out. She can also easily get to the next machine faster because of her 5-star stamina. People also used her stamina and stealth as a way to distract, but that isn't ideal. She is extremely great for solo runs in my opinion because of the reasons I stated before. Her passive can help if there is no Astro around, but it is only useful during panic, in a short amount of time. In conclusion, she is one of the best survivalists in-game, and she is best for her stats. Scraps is one of the most well-known survivalists in-game, but she had received a bunch of backlash from the community, especially before her ability rework. Everyone's main reasons was because her ability is independent on others and is significantly worse than Glisten's, and her stats were extremely unbalanced. But now that her ability has been reworked, people seem to like her more because she can now get on machines easier. But she still receives hate due to her stats being unbalanced. But I think the best part is that she is extremely great for survivability, because her cooldown is short, and yes, she may be slow, but her stamina really makes up for that. Like I said before, her ability is one of the best abilities in game after her rework. It makes it easy for her to travel to machines quickly and just genuinely good for survival. She isn't as used commonly because of the backlash she received, but I hope more people will use her in the future. In conclusion, she is the best survivalist in game, along with Babette and Tegan. Her ability is insanely OP. The toon that is going to get optimized tomorrow as I'm recording. That toon is Razzle and Dazzle, most known for being one of the least used toons in the game, alongside Cole. That is because Randy's ability switches his stats, depending on what floor. And that is usually the problem on even floors. It is really hard to survive because you are really slow. Quell even asked if they should change his ability so it's active and not passive. As of now, I don't know if they had made this decision or not, but we'll probably find out July 3rd or in the future. Razzle and Dazzle has one of the best designs and the most unique ability in my opinion. Now let's talk about how we can revive him. His ability isn't bad, you just don't know how to use it. He could be seen as an all-rounder toon because he can extract and distract. You can also do one or the other depending on what trinkets you use, but you can only distract during odd floors. But he could also be seen as a challenge toon, and the only other challenge toon as of now is Shrimpo. He could be seen as a challenge toon because, like I said, his stats change. It is hard to survive as him, especially in solo runs. In conclusion, he's an all-rounder toon and is really good if you use him right. Poppy is a starter toon and she often receives hate because her ability is useless and Boxton's ability is much better. She's yet another survivalist toon, that is why she also gets hate. But due to her extremely balanced stats, you can build her however you want. You can extract and distract. Her ability can help her distract easier because it can help you when you do get hit. And her 3-star extraction and 3-star skill check, it is easy for her to extract as well. There is not much to say about her. Anyways, that is it for this video. This is my first ever video on this channel, so if you support me, that is greatly appreciated. This video was supposed to try and make more people play these toons and what my opinion is on them. Thank you so much for watching.